One of the biggest growing trends in bowling is two-handed bowling. Almost all the young competitors out there to generate that power are bowling two-handed. And today, we're going to attempt, as best as we can with Coach, to talk a little bit about the two-handed style.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you are right, Mike. It's all over, and it's very popular, especially with our youth coming up. And the game today's energy at the bottom, the ball speed and rotation, and this gives you that energy immediately as soon as you go into two hands. And we're going to have a two-hander today and kind of go through some of the components of a two-handed bowler. The one thing, though, that every bowler out there has to realize is the evolution of the two-hander. They're all starting to look different. They're not all looking like Belmonte today. You've got Kyle Troop, you've got Simonson, many different two-handers that do it at the highest level.
All right, let's get out there. Let's do it. Let's take a look at the two-handed style.
Today I have a two-handed player in Hayden, and Hayden's going to get up on the approach and he's going to make a shot as a two-handed player, and then we're going to discuss how to become an effective two-handed player. Hayden, make a shot. So Hayden's going to get back into a setup position, and I'm going to kind of discuss some of the main components as a two-handed player. So Hayden, grab your ball, get in your setup position. Notice Hayden, he's set up very similar to a one-hand. He's got his elbow on his hip. He's a little bit below parallel. You'll see some two-handed players who've got the parallel set. His non-bowling hand is always going to be in front, and then he just kind of gets into his approach through a cradle, and the magic happens at the bottom. Watch as his shoulders get forward. He gets underneath the equator, and then he explodes through the ball. We're going to take one more shot at how he gets going from the start to the finish. Now, the one thing Hayden does at the bottom of the swing is what all two-handers must learn how to do. So get into your finish position. When Hayden's at the bottom with the ball, watch him as he's got his hand here. As he comes through the ball, watch him collapse at the bottom. Many new two-handers do it ineffectively where they'll get around the side of the ball too much. The elbow comes up and we get really inconsistent ball motion. So as Hayden's coming down, he'll collapse through the ball. And again, it's great, outstanding, consistent ball motion. So two-handed bowling is here to stay. We are looking for energy. That's the game today, and two-handers do it at the highest level. The one thing about two-handers I want you to realize is it's really evolving over the last several years. You got players like Hayden. You see that he's got very little push aways. He's got a heel plant. He's got a lot of speed with his feet. You get guys like Belmo, the best player on the planet. A little bit more parallel at the start, much more of a exaggerated push away, very released in his cradle swing, and he's extremely versatile at the bottom. Get a guy like Kyle Troop, who's got less vertical tilt. He's more upright. You get a guy like Simonson, where he's way bent over. He's got a lot of vertical tilt, but the one common component they all have, they're all strong at the bottom underneath the equator, and they really collapse their hand, which is where the magic is. So I endorse two-handed players. It's here to stay. It's a great way to create leverage at the bottom. I say go give it a try.
With the two-handed style, one thing that was really compelling to me looking at all the different pro athletes is there is no textbook way of being a two-hander. But there was one really important thing that every one of them does the same way.
And you saw through the video clips that we just showed, many different styles. Push away, set up a little bit, footwork sometimes, or vertical tilt. But there is one ingredient they all do, and that's as they're coming to the bottom with that really strong release, they all collapse at the bottom. And that gives you the proper ball motion so the ball can read the patterns consistently and you can make some moves off of transitions. But they all have that same motion at the bottom of their hand.
So if you're a beginner bowler and you're looking to pick up the game and you want to try two-handed, you'll be able to take some of the different things that we talked about today, be able to apply them to your new game. And if you're somebody that's been bowling traditional for a while, maybe in your extra spare time you want to go out and practice two-handed, today you picked up a few tips that'll help you to be able to go out and try that two-handed style. Are you new here, just stumbled across our YouTube channel? Well, make sure you go back and check out all the other instructional videos that we have here. Also, if you learned something today, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so that you will be informed every single time we have a new tip training video coming out for you. And if you'd like to support what we're doing, you can head over to InsideBowling.com. We have a merch store over there. Use the code YouTube when you check out for a nice discount. Thanks for watching our video, and we'll see you soon.